Hey, some years ago, I was dating a woman, and I found out she had significant mental illness. Um, and somehow I thought because I'm a therapist that I could handle it. If I'm just a loving, kind person, that would make all the difference. That turned out to not be the case, and it just ended up horrendously. Okay, so. Yeah, she would slap me a few times, break cell phones, and, just, make threats and so forth. It was, like, multiple times. Then I said that if, she continued I didn't wa I really, I just wanted her to stop, but, I said I would call the police, and she said, "Well, if, you call the police, do you think anyone would believe you over me?" And she was certainly right. I went to the media. I had to go to the media courthouse. I'd never been in trouble in my entire life up until then, and I've never been since, which I think should tell you something. In fact, I really have ever gotten in any trouble in school or anything like that because I'm very much anti-violent person, and yeah, but yeah. I mean, and she also made it racial, so she would just cry and then pretend that, I was some sort of abusive monster. At no point in the whole time I was dragged through the court system did anyone even allow me to say anything, represent my any kind of defense or say anything. It's really awful, and I remember one of the lawyers I had, and it was very expensive, uh, to get these lawyers. He said, like, the law is not really about the truth. It's not really about justice or anything like that. And, I had to, I wasn't even allowed to speak when it became very evident that she was lying, and, um even then, they did not hold her accountable when it became very clear that she was lying. She was never held accountable. Uh, it's just really horrifying that people are very comfortable with lying and, will think nothing of it. They don't think anything of it, have no problem with it. Just ruin somebody's life, doesn't matter. As long as, they win in court, and I've noticed, like, in my work, uh and it's not even, people I'm necessarily working with directly, which has been mostly kids, but I've noticed, like, in some cases, I've worked with kids whose parents have borderline personality disorder or maybe some sort of cluster B, personality disorder, and they will, lie in court. They will lie and be vindictive, and, I'm not saying all people with BPD do that, or that people who don't have BPD won't do that. But I've noticed in at least 3 or 4 cases where that's been the case, and um, I wouldn't be able to be a therapist if, uh, well, I guess I'm lucky in that sense, but I think it could have been um, handled better. The whole thing could have been definitely handled much better than it was. It was handled horribly, and yeah. So that was a long time ago, but still bugs me. It still bothers me, and so I'm gonna keep talking about it.